Don't forget to check us out on Patreon, where you'll receive exclusive content to videos that are not available on YouTube. And for those of you that like the one video instead of the 2 video format, you get that as well.
Bam.
For $1.
Bam.
It's $1 a month.
Yep. I think we're cooler than a bag of Cheetos.
You can't even get that for $1.
Hey, that's true. Not hot Cheetos, though. Only like regular Cheetos.
So check us out on Patreon, guys. We hope to see you there.
All right, let's get into it. Zach Brown Band, Chicken Fried, right?
Yeah, man. Well, we know that Chicken Fried won the poll. That came in at 146, right? 146 votes. And then Highway 20 Ride, that was 142 votes, man, to 146 from Chicken Fried. I want to say fried chicken. I don't know why I always say fried chicken, not chicken fried. So, but Chicken Fried was 146 and Highway 20 Ride was 142.
Close.
So 4 votes, man. I think that should mean that these songs are incredible.
Yep.
It should mean these 2 songs are neck and neck. So I'm excited, man.
Let's see what else they got to offer on this one, man. Zach Brown Band, Chicken Fried.
I'm a chicken fried. A cold beer on a Friday night.
Before we get into this, I was gonna be like, now this could be a metaphor, you know what I mean, for something else. But the first line in the song was, I like my chicken fried. So I was thinking based off the title that maybe it could be like an interesting metaphor. I didn't want to just assume.
Metaphor for what?
A metaphor for anything. I don't know. I'm like, is it really just about just like a fried chicken, or is this or chicken fried, or is it just what? So I didn't want to make an assumption based off the title, because I'm like, this could be a tricky, because country can throw you off sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But based off that first line, we'll see. I don't think it's gonna be a metaphor. I think you just like it chicken fried. Country.
Hey.
Down south. That's
man.
Down south. Homegrown, home cooking.
Like, I'm just going to state the elephant in the room, man. I love fried chicken too, man. I love fried chicken.
I'm glad someone said it.
I love fried chicken. I think we can all agree on that. So
what did Dave Chappelle say?
Some stereotypes are true, man.
Yeah, they knocked that one out the park. Like,
no, man. But
goddamn right.
Yeah, but anyway, man, let's get back into it, dude.
Well, I'm a chicken fried. A cold beer on a Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio. Well, I was raised up beneath the shade of a Georgia pine.
Good,
and that's
dude.
Home, sweet tea, pecan pie, and homemade wine, where the peaches grow. In my house, it's not much to talk about.
It's a nice groove, dude.
But it's filled when love is grown in southern ground. And a little bit of chicken fried. Cold beer on a Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just right. And the radio, I like to see some.
I gotta pause it, man. You know what I love about country, man? Country never ceases to amaze me, because the stories are great, right? We've heard some really, really great songs on this channel, man, and the stories just kind of take over, and it's just great. But every once in a while, country will hit me with a groove like this that I can just have fun and smile to. And I think that they do a really good job balancing those two. They'll give you a very serious song that you can kind of like relate to and be like, wow, the stories are great. But I think they don't forget to have fun, man.
Right.
Because to me, this brings a smile to my face. Bless you.
Thank you.
This just brings a smile to my face. It's almost like chicken fried is like a symbol of home cooking, right? Like, I just love my chicken fried, and you know what I'm saying, eat my fried chicken and have my beer and just kind of hang out, and it brings almost a level of satisfaction. Like you're just satisfied with or thankful, probably not satisfied, but thankful for having family and friends and the things that you call home, like fried chicken.
There you go.
What I'm saying?
No, that's it. There's nothing else to add to that. That's exactly what this song is, man. Ryan, and what else I find interesting here is I read an article somewhere, man. And shout out to whoever sent us this article on Twitter. That person, man, it really opened my eyes a little bit to some of the parallels that country and rap have. There's a lot of traditional sort of cultural values that seem to be involved in country music that are involved in rap music. Like rap music, literally they're talking about specific things in this specific environment.
Yeah.
Country, specific cultural things, traditional things in this specific world and environment So it's kind of similar but very different at the same time. But I think that that's kind of one of those things like that really just that's kind of what grabs me about country is that I'm like, why is this is a certain charm to it? And I'm like, but it's more than that. It's just that I respect them just sticking to these sort of deep rooted values. You know what I mean? Because the same thing can be said in hip hop. There's certain principles and codes that these rappers talk about, you know what I mean? Some for good, some for the better, some for the worse, but they're deep rooted in their codes associated with a lot of the subject matter that they're talking about. And if you're not from that, it's very difficult to really understand it. You know, it's very difficult to relate to it. But I see that with country. I'm like, they really stay true to their roots. You know what I mean? With a lot of the things that they talk about. And it's just real. It's authentic. Yeah. You know what I mean? No disrespect. I love creativity and talk about aliens invading the planet and all that shit. That's great. And I respect it and I always give credit for it. But there's nothing like music that really talks about everyday real shit that all of us go through, humans. And this to me just gives me that. It's just that, dude, this is like, I'm down home. Chicken fried represents home. It represents culture. It represents... You know, us coming, a group of people coming together, comfort, you know, where you could replace chicken with anything. You know what I mean? If you're from Mexican culture, Asian culture, replace that with, you know, their delicacies or whatever the case may be, and you get the same effect, right? You know what I mean? So, country keeps it real, man. Let's keep it going.
Cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio up, I like to see sunrise, see the love in my woman's eyes. The touch of a precious child and know a mother's love. It's funny how it's the little things in life that mean the most. Not where you live, what you drive, or the price tag on your clothes. There's no dollar sign on a piece of mind. This I've come to know. So if you agree, have a drink with me, raise your glasses for a toast to a little bit of chicken fried and cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio up. I like to see the sunrise, see the love in my woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child, and know a mother's love. God for my life and for the stars and stripes. May freedom forever fly. Let it ring. Salute the ones who died, the ones that give their lives so we don't have to sacrifice all the things we love, like our chicken fried and cold beer on a Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just right.
I'm gonna let it rock out.
And the radio up. I like to see the sunrise, see the love in my woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child, and know a mother's love. Get your little chicken fried and cold beer on a Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio up. I like to see sunrise, see the love in my woman's eyes, feel the touch of my precious child, and know a mother's love.
Yeah, that's a good song, dude.
That's a good song, man. Go ahead.
Good song, man.
Yeah.
I don't have much to add, man, but you know, one of the things I want to say, man, before I forget, because I know a lot of times when we do these videos, guys, George will have something he wants to say, and I'll start talking, or vice versa, and we'll just lose track. And we're like, damn, we forgot to say this, man.
You don't know how many videos we've seen. We were like, we could have touched on this, and that. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, man. But the blaring thing here, guys, to me in this song is it's just a great, simple song, but great. It's simple, but it's phenomenal. You know what I mean by that, George? It's like there's certain songs in your life, man, that you hear, and you're like, that was such a simple song. but it just made me feel so good. And it was just a great, great song. And the song that comes to mind is "Don't Worry, Glue, 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 Glue,
Be happy.
Be happy."
Yeah.
That was the most simplest, probably stupid song to a lot of people. But
Yeah.
why did that song have so much reach and so much fame and so much views and so much replay value? Because it makes you feel good. And that's what this song does, man. It makes me feel good, man. And I think they spoke to so many different things. You know, growing up in under a Georgia pine, you know, that's home to him, right? And then he spoke about some people worship money, right? He was like, I want to get the actual verse here, right? He said, "It's funny how the little things in life mean the most. Not where you live, not what you drive, or the price tag on your clothes. There's no dollar sign on peace of mind."
Damn.
Right?
Right
Beautiful,
there.
right? Beautiful. So right there, what's he talking about? Talking about, hey, you know what? Enjoy your life, man. You know, there's so many things that is so precious in life that we,
priceless.
yeah, that
Peace of
we,
mind.
that but what do we glorify though? We glorify money,
The almighty
right?
dollar.
And then the last verse was about our military, dude. Beautiful, right? So I think no matter what you like in this world, what you hold dear to you in this world, I think the common denominator here is we all have our own little piece of happiness. You know, you just got to embrace it and really don't squander it. You know, don't take it for granted. So I think that was just incredible.
That's it.
And this song just
There's
makes
really
you feel
not much
great.
to add to that, man. It's just a really good, feel-good song. But I think on the surface, this is going to get destroyed for being commercial. Right? I think on the surface, that's what this song is. I think people, like I said, I think people are sometimes just in such a rush to categorize everything, and in doing so, I think that they're sort of they're just not necessarily looking at things from a sort of natural perspective. It's just sort of I'm trying to pragmatically categorize this and say, and once you categorize it, then once it fits into this category, it's automatically nope, it's just not. It's less than. And I think this is a good example of a song, like Ryan said, it's simple. But dude, the things that they were doing, the simple things were done at a very high level.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Whether it be his vocals, that sounded very good, and the harmony was excellent. You can't tell me that if you heard this at a damn. I'm thinking when I'm singing and them performing this song, I was singing and them performing this at a fucking state fair in front of thousands of people, like the big state fair.
Yeah.
And them just harmonizing that part, right? You know, like
Yeah,
turn the radio up, and then the music cuts off, and
Yeah.
they just harmonize that. You can tell, like it's just done very, very well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the mandolin or banjo or whatever, mandolin, one of the two. The solo at the end was done very well. It felt like it had a little bit of a reggae swag towards the end when they switched it up. So it had some dimension to it, to be honest with you. Even within the simplicity, it had some dimension to the show.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So this is actually, on the surface, I think people were just gonna be like, man, chicken fried. It's basic, and I get it. I'm not saying that that's wrong, but I think that they would be selling this song short, man. I think that they did a lot of things actually very well, regardless of how simple you think it is. It was just executed very well, and I can understand this being a big time song. I can see why it's got the views that it's got.
Yeah,
on
man, it's
you know.
great, man, and it almost I hate to say this, but I keep going back to this, but it's almost like the symbolic or the metaphoric type of reference here, chicken fried, right? Mm-hmm. It's very simple, right? It's fried chicken, but it's delicious, and everybody loves it.
It's amazing, man.
It's great, right? And to your point, man, you know what I'm saying? It's done. This was done in a very high skill level, but it's very simple.
You know what? I'm starting to see, Ryan, man, in the comment section, man, and I'm not gonna call names out, man. And this is not just on Patreon. This is YouTube, more so YouTube than Patreon. Is we'll put a song up from a band. When I don't like a band, I just don't give a fuck about that band. I don't go out of my way to be like, oh, this shit sucks. Like if it's not for me, it's just not for me.
That's true.
Why are you going out of your way?
That's true.
To shit on something.
That's
just
true.
don't say anything. How about that? Just let it rock and let people enjoy what they enjoy, man. You don't have to be the guy or the girl to constantly, go out of your way to try to rain on other people's parades, man. There's a lot of people clearly that like this. You know what I mean? And I like it. You know what I mean? So if it's not for you, it's all good. You have that right. You're entitled to your opinion, but let people just enjoy what they enjoy, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm
I
saying?
mean? So I thought this was a good.
Don't rain on their parade.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Don't rain on it, man. Let them rock, man. So, anyways, man, shout out to Zach Brown, man.
Yeah,
it's a
man.
good song. And I don't know what came in second. Highway 20. Maybe we'll do Highway 20 down the road or something like that. We'll see. Thank you for everybody that requested that one.
Yes,
That's in
sir.
the video. If you guys enjoyed that, Let us know in the comment section. If you didn't, you can still let us know in the comment section. But try to be respectful and rational and pragmatic. Don't just hurl insults in the comment section, guys. Come on. Like it, dislike it, but just be rational about why you dislike it. Don't be that guy or girl.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. So
I'm George. That's Ryan Lost in Vegas.
we're out.
We out.